Boris here, he's got some help. He's going to take first contact, isn't landing any shots just yet, does get one, but it allows Joel to just, oh wow, do that. Joel and actually a fair bit of utility to go with it, so they will be able to sustain a little bit of damage unless that happens. Unless MQ and Warrior 2K just bombard them with grenades and drop the bomb on ramp. I really like the smoke they've actually thrown there. You put it under the ramp, like it goes under the ramp and it gives you quite a nice one-way. But the problem is, it seems like Monte is just a little bit too aware of this. Joel, he's on fire. Success on the opposite site, but Boris, oh, the trigger discipline is amazing. He gets the first, holds the spray, gets the second, and does a lot of damage to Swifter as well. Very nicely done from Boris. Need to save the AK, no money because you don't. If you survive after time as a team, you don't actually get any. A red herring. People underestimate them for now, but I think that might be short-lived. As well, that's a very good first pick in the round for them. They've put it into a 5v4 and they've retreated very successfully. Allow for the bomb to go down and let Swifter get spammed. He's on 10 HP. He barely survived on 9 HP, but Warro, nice little timing shot there onto Swifter. And it's just Modo and GeoHype all by themselves. The flank is coming in. Modo finally gets his first kill. So does GeoHype. It's all down to Modo in a 1v3. Oh no, in a 1v1 now. Him against Joel. Joel knows where he is. There's no utility for either side. And Modo, he has the advantage. He can swing out whenever he wants. He's just running around. Joel is creeping up, but Modo will miss the shot. And Joel, 10-0. This man is on fire. And he awards Monte their fifth. We'll start exploding onto now. Joel and Demq are here. Demq will get caught out in the open in no man's land. So OneTap, their discipline and their slow pace has actually awarded them 2 kills. Joel has finally found his first death. I was getting a little bit worried. I was like, will OneTap ever be able to kill him? And now Redstar, Redstar's getting popped through the smoke. Missed flash though. And he will creep forward. Gets one towards ramp. The bomb gets denied. It runs out in the open. Warro cleans that up easily. The bomb is now in the hands of Monte, and that's a massive misplay. Kakado, the new lad on the block. And even though Swifter is on the flank, Redstar will read him like a Harry Potter novel. Textbook stuff. Modo and GeoHype, they found their first kills last round. And Monte somehow win that. Isn't really there for either team. The bomb still hasn't been planted. It finally will get put down now. And well, it's taken a fair while. It's rotating in from CT. Flashbang goes out. Everyone dodges it, but somehow the frags still go in favor of Monte. They've got 1 flash left, 5v4. Time is ticking down, but they've all got kits apart from Demq. They're going to try force the issue over towards short. And, well, the frags, in a split second, all just avalanche in their favor. Boris gets 2. Easy. Let's make it hard for ourselves. He's actually going to flash Boris back in. Only good for 1. And yeah, Boris is definitely raging right now. He's just like, what are you guys doing? Unless he gets mollied out, which is a wee bit unfortunate. If he even gets 1, I'd be impressed, which he doesn't. Joel doesn't expect Smek to be so far up there. And it's going to be a 2v4 retake. This is going to be really, really difficult for... yeah, this should be really, really difficult for... never mind. Warrior 2K just collapsed his head through the box. Redstar's going to swing through a smoke and actually go to his death, but Warrior now in a 1v2. It will be up for the 4K. Smoke is fading. And both these Ts are residing on short. Warrior, he can actually isolate the 1v1, which he has, and now it's him against Swifter. He sees the player and nails him. Warrior 2K with the most unbelievable 4K I've seen in a while. He's going to get caught off guard here. They know he's white box. He's fully blind. If he even gets 1 here, I'd be impressed, which he doesn't actually. It was Redstar, but Redstar, he's here to help. The IGL, he's supporting his teammates wherever he can and do that. Then I think this is going to be very possible. But Swifter, close up in personal, does the good for 1. And it's down to Warrior yet again. 1v2, and he nails the shot. What a clutch. This guy's on fire. Is anything going to stop him? 16-3 on the ex-Mad Lions roster. We're looking so impressive. They won Repub League, came top 4 in Eliza, and Warrior is... And I can see why. Warrior has been so powerful against some of the top players in Europe. And this time, Monte, they're going to do it all again. Redstar, the IGL, I was bashing him up. and he normally like he's the one that allows space for other players type thing. Right here. The guns are out for OneTap, and Warrior reloads his gun, but luckily DemQ, his Ukrainian counterpart is there to save him, and hopefully Warrior won't be making the same mistake this time. Doesn't want to reload his weapon mid-fight. Boros very nicely as well over towards B, catches off the lurker. Swifter has been attempting to lurk in middle a few times, but hasn't been very successful, and the bomb will finally make its way over. But the problem is the smokes have faded. There's only a flash and a nade left for the OneTap gaming side, so they've got to be careful with this, that they can't actually cross towards the bomb site effectively. As soon as, this Molotov goes down, they can't do anything about it. And when they're covering fire in the form of Moto gets eliminated, Monte, they advance. Well, getting maybe a little bit over aggressive there over towards a Red Star. Ooh, I mean, sorry, DemQ actually. But speaking about Red Star, him over at B, he's supported Boris very effectively yet again. And okay, so Red Star's been spotted out. He's going to get eliminated. Joel now in a 1v2, make it a 1v1. He knows exactly where Smek is. Smek knows where he is as well, so Joel got to be careful. Throws a nade. Oh, it's going to land right on Smek. 50 damage, and he'll finish it with the A1S. A very easy 1v2. And OneTap, they just can't get a break right now. Warrior's really confident here. He's just scoped in and just walking around. Boros, he's not going to clear close there. Yeah, he's not. He's going to walk out into them. That's 3 players there he spotted. Warrior's in a bit of trouble now. He has to step up and land every single shot, and he's missed the first smoke player here to hold. He spots out the player Sandbags, who is low HP, and he will eliminate, but now DemQ's low HP. 22 hit points for him. He's going to try hold off for as long as possible for the rotations to come in, which they have now. Red Star's bounding through the smoke, and Geotype just doesn't expect him to be there. Now a 2v2. This is a 3v5, ladies and gentlemen. Swifter yet again's on a flag. Whoa! Oh, dearie me. No scope through the smoke onto Moto. The bomb is down on the site. Whoa! He doesn't expect Swifter to be there. Now DemQ in a 1v2 against Swifter. Very low HP, reposition, and he doesn't land the shot. Swifter, though, ruins the 16-0 dream, and Warrior 2K 20-5. That no-scope through the smoke. Monte now, can they replicate the same success on the CT side than they did on the T side? And it seems like no. For now, Smek nails Red Star out of the sky, and OneTap actually had an identical setup to what Monte had, and well, it's going to work exactly the same for them as it did for Monte. 2v5, we have seen many 2v5s lost though, so I wouldn't exactly put it down as a Monte loss. All 4 players are in front of them, so they don't have to worry about the flank. And Joel and Boros are doing surprisingly well right now. Now just Boros. He's goosed down 3 players. He just has to tap each one in the body, each of them below 15 HP. It's going to be bad for them. Boros, he's doing ring around the roses. He's now in gens, and he will get tapped. That was such a close round. On the Deagles. They've got 1 armor on Warrior, and the West just going solo. They're going dry. Still, though, Boros is able to pick up Deagle kills here and there. I felt quite bad for him. He was really struggling on is very, very impressive and dangerous for every other team around them. It was an eco, so what a shot. That is ridiculous. I was going to say this is an eco, so that probably should be round over. No, surely not. Surely not. Joel's actually got the pre-aim for the Heaven player. Okay, GeoHype will hold a nice little angle and will decapitate him, but it's cool. So that's a nice little bit of lucky timing. A double nade onto Smek. Yeah, there's not much you can really do about that. A wee bit unfortunate. And Moto, he's holding the angle and he will nail Boros. Finally, we've seen the star player potentially arise in this one, and this is looking pretty good for OneTap Gaming. Monte just dry peeking into these angles, and they're being dealt with effectively. They have approach up that much. Will now. Bomb will get planted, and DemQ, the savior, covering him very nicely, but he's only going to be good for 1. Now, Warrior 2K in a 1v2, and he won't find anything. Mollying himself, which is not ideal, and actually gives a lot of space to Monte. And over at the over at middle, was that middle, that interaction? Yeah, over at middle, going 1-for-1, and then HiGHLiGHTS as well, putting their name in the advantage. Swifter, though, all out in the open. He's going to be careful. He swings down to Boris Dry and actually succeeds in that. This is looking very good all of a sudden for OneTap. They look like a completely different team. Shame we couldn't see us a little bit early. I don't think they realized that Warriors jumped up here. They're going to clear him, and he's going to miss the shot. DemQ now in a 1v4. Name of the aim damage, and he won't even get that. Swifter with a nice 2k. Mid to B split. HiGHLiGHTS and Swift are going to be careful here because of that, basically. Swift are all alone on the bomb site because Joel deeks him in the head. Very nicely done indeed. I said they were individually crisp, and, well, that's it, pretty much. That's what I was talking about. 2 rifles in their hands. Boros actually gets spotted out, so maybe all the success is coming to just a threshold. Joel close on the generators here. He's going to have to be the X factor. He's close. He spams one down. The other one is in front of him. They're both ball blind, and now he's in a 1v2 for the ace. Pulls out his deagle. Him against Modo. Modo with the orb out, scoped on his position, baits out the shot, and Joel now with 39 HP, dancing around and gets connected by the no scope. Modo, he just has enough time to defuse. Monte already losing a man here. Breadstar, the eye onto it, but look at this stat from OneTap. They've got 4 players here themselves. They're going to flash in, and it's going to do so very nicely, but Svek runs out of bullets. Joel's put it back into a 3v3. And as well, with, I think it's Swift, 2 heaviest hitters for this roster. And that's why. 2v2 now, but they don't expect Swifter. Knife out. They run into him, and he lines them up. 8-14. OneTap gaining. And the bomb doesn't go down. They still actually invest into AKs. And Boris, finally, I feel like I haven't said his name in a while, but Swifter, the rotate over and help. That's definitely a spot for Monte to eliminate. But Smack going 1-for-1. I feel like that is a little bit still not what he needed. He needed to get a multi-frag there, but OneTap, they've got a stack. They've got 2 players here with HiGHLiGHTS not far behind, but wow. I didn't see that. I haven't seen any of those perspectives, but Red Star seems to be just like, he's just annihilated 2 players. I said the last round, he hasn't done anything. Round number 24. This could be the last one. They restored their dignity a wee bit. Ricardo hasn't been spotted, and he's actually got 1. That's the fact he's even got 1 from that position is quite amazing. And Monte, they're still looking to split on towards this B bomb site. HiGHLiGHTS, the mid player, is still raining, and Warro, he whiffs the spray. DemQ now left alone in a 1v3. How has Warro not got at least 1 there? And that's a round that OneTap shouldn't have been winning, but they'll salvage 1 more. Oh, very nicely done from Boris. I thought Warro hit the legs. Oh, Warro's just spam spec through the smoke. Unfortunate. And I think... Wait, who got that? Where's Boris? I'm very confused, actually. I think that guy did survive, but okay. Never mind. I just confused myself quite a bit there, and it's all down to HiGHLiGHTS, pretty much. This whole game, I think, dwells in his hands. He's close here on shore, and he won't be good for 1. That will be Modo now left in a 1v4, which he did quite well to do there. Does get 2 kills, but I think... go. Mirage is going to be started as the map pick of Monte, and they're looking to come out the gate swinging, but it's going to be a flurry of kills going back and forth, momentarily in favor of OneTap, but will it stay that way? Warro and Red Star, they have a complete idea of where everyone is, and this P250 just needs to connect, but it isn't hitting the mark just yet. Okay, yeah, HiGHLiGHTS will put the nail at the coffin there, and I think it will be just Red Star in by himself. No armor, may I add. Doing Bring Around the Rosies. I think they're going to hear him. Yeah, they heard him drop down. Okay, that's rather unfortunate. I think Red Star just outplayed him. 2 Galils, a Deagle, make it just 1 Galil, actually, never mind. A Deagle and a Scout. Red Star, actually, to be fair, Red Star will pick up his 4. But it looks like they will. Oh, they've got the read on this. Does he swing out? Yeah, okay, so Swift actually just swung out into Boros. So that's nice to even it back into a 4v4. But they still have the disadvantage. Never mind, because Red Star, the aforementioned non-armored player, will save Joel, execute that window player, but HiGHLiGHTS from short. He's coming back to put into a 3v3. This is a very, very close one all in all. HiGHLiGHTS just barely surviving on 7 HP. Tucked away in ladder. Modo here at a long range MP9, and Breadstar's got a 3k. He has no armor. he forced them to buy into this one because he died. But he single-handedly, alongside Waro, done so well because Waro has tagged everyone down with his scout. And he will finally get a kill for his own. And I think it's going to be just feeding Joel here. Oh, Joel's he's lapping this up. He even gets one with the Glock. A very nice 4K for him. And but Boris is he's had a really rough series so far. Even last game when they were doing so well, he was the one just struggling. But Joel, he wants this 8. He's hungry for it. And Swifter, he's getting ever so closer to death. And Joel will claim that. A very nice 8. And he actually make more of an effect than he did on Vertigo because he was quite dormant. That's not a good start for the team overall though. Red Star accelerated. Ricardo, I like what he's doing. He has to aggress somewhere, and that's perfect. Very lucky he won the duel though there. That could have gone very south for them if he hadn't. But the problem is he'll just get a little bit too unwary and he'll walk into Red Star's crosshairs. So advantage is still in favor of Monte. Modo's on 15 HP, but Warriors won't be able to take he won't be able to capitalize on the fact that he's on low HP because it's a one-shot kill, but he's still saving here for GeoHight would definitely be quite big. Red Star knows where he is, and he'll be able to hold this nice little angle. So GeoHight, if he wants to escape, I don't think he's going to be able to unless that happens. Fair play to the man, but DemQ won't make the same mistake that his teammates did. Well, look at Joe. He's out A. They don't realize the player CT, but he's dead by the time even Joel gets there. Nice shot by Smek, so it does give them a little bit of leeway. But again, Red Star lurking, being an absolute menace. But Smek, he's on for the ace. Smek in a 2v2 has got 3 kills, but he finally been brought down to earth. The chaos has ended, and GeoHight now in a 1v2. Well, he does actually spam through a smoke. Last few bullets connect. Does he expect Red Star here? This is a very hard angle to anticipate. Red Star has all the info, and 55, it was like 48 HP, GeoHight falls to his grave, and Monte, that's 6 in a row. It's working. Apart from when that happens, apart from when Joel just gets owned by Moto there, pretty good from him. And, well, Moto's continuing, and these pistols are doing exactly what Monte did to OneTap. Apart from when that happens, again, Waro, cheeky little no-scope, but maybe 1 more kill here, maybe 2 more if he's lucky, but this is definitely going to be a very tasty win for OneTap Gaming. Waro, if he wins, this would be absolutely unreal, but no, finally, Swifter gives them the round. Still very early doors, but it just feels that there's quite a large dominance. And Smek, the fact that he even gets, he doesn't even get Warrior, so he dinks Warrior and then kills Red Star. That's a huge kill to get on Red Star. Yet again, affected by that Molotov, and Swifter, they expect him as well. Boris puts it into an advantage for them, and the dinked Warrior 2K. It does not matter. He's got the AWP and he'll still do good with it. GeoHight and Moto left alone, and now make it none. Monte. They win this round. I was saying how this guy tends to be like the hard carry of the team, which is a little bit, but like it's like a bit too hard. Sorry, he's just been killed. Team struggle to frag out, and when he doesn't frag out, does that just mean they lose? And we've seen him be really disappointing, if anything, so far. And they haven't won, so maybe my creepy suspicions were correct. But Smek, though, he's been a bit of a troublesome unit for Monte recently. These last few rounds, he's really been getting some good impact kills. The problem is, yet again, the rest of his team are falling. He's in a 1v3, up for a 4K as well. Warrior's got him isolated, and he will nail the shot. Never mind, the money is back to... Well, Warrior, that's his 2nd kill he's got on Moto through the smoke, and this time he was blind. To add insult, which is actually concluded, so it will be beyond impossible. The X Kick team, they came back against Isuba, so that's going to be a very good game to watch. versus Monte if it does happen. But OneTap Gaming, they still want to get there. They're still possible, but it's just getting ever so harder and harder as Monte now, they're about to hit double digits. That will be it. And Monte, they're against this weird low buy, but with rifles. So some have bought, some haven't. Modo's saving for an AWP. HiGHLiGHTS just has a deagle and armor and a few bits of utility, but they're not going to have money next round. And Boros just leaping through the air like a salmon will actually work. I mean, he could have got 4 there as well. That would have been ridiculous if he actually got all 4. But Smek, LO30, I've hyped him up a little bit. I think it'll be a hard round to win. The money's not great as well, and he's just going to walk through a smoke. DemQ, not normally an AWP by nature, but he gets the headshot. He does it. Modo, he's actually been forced off apps. They know the AWP is here as well. They're able to isolate that fight, and well, Modo, he's got the confidence, which is a little bit unwarranted, seeing how he hasn't like done much to gain that confidence. I think this will be it slowly plodding to that stage. Will they expect Kakado deep ramp? They do, but it does not matter because Boros was on 7 HP, so it's kind of destined for death anyway. Yeah, it's now down to Joel and Warrior 2K. The dastardly duo. These two are crisp. The problem is, you can't kill him if you're not looking at them. Joel, how has he just killed 2? How has he done that? He's actually, this could be a 1v5 ace. No way, surely not. The bomb's on stairs. There's 15 seconds left, and he peeks short, and Modo will clinch it up. And that is the half, still going in favor of Monte, and Joel showing us why we should never focusing this A-bomb site. They're grouping up, 3 out Palace, 2 out Ramp, and they've done well to dink down DemQ, but he's done so without still getting 1. And look at Boros on site. He's good for 2, and it's 2v2. Will they expect where Red Star is? He's literally on the bot. Yeah, they don't see he's on the dumpster. He does actually miss that first shot, and HiGHLiGHTS just seems a bit unaware that Red Star's in CT there for a second. But Monte, with a very, very quick first round. I was watching them, I was like, well, I haven't watched them. I mean, like, I've seen their statistics, and I was like, okay, they look unreal. But I want to see what they're actually like in the server. And OneTap I have seen before. I've seen some. I'm going to pop out this B-bomb site right into the hands of Red Star and Joel. Not the 2 players you will be meeting while they're doing this well in this server. Warrior's there to support as well from short, and it leaves Swifter all alone in middle. They found 1 kill on Joel, and that was about it. Monte, they crushed. Smek has actually pushed his way up towards ramp, and Warrior does just about get that frag, but he needs to save this. Okay, does get wait. The Molotov was still in the fire, and Swifter gets 2. Smek gets 1. Monte now with a 2-man deficit. Joel's gonna have to step up. It's all come down to Joel. He gets 1, but quickly traded out. Red Star in a 1v3. It's pretty much nearly unwinnable. Need to try force the issue, really. 2 Deagles, a Scout, an A1S, and a FAMAS. Do they expect Smeg and Palace? They actually do, but it does not matter. But wait, a lot of kills have come across both ways. It's actually a 2v1. Smek is on 21 HP. He hasn't got the bomb because it's down short. OneTap Gaming attempted to be very decisive with this one. He needs to stay in cover. Will spot out the players. Apps. And 23-7. He won't actually hear anything because they've all shifted back. A little bit of spam, and he will actually lose his life. Kakadu, because of that spam, figured out where he was. And look at this. I think Monte thought it was I didn't even realize they all rotated off. Trying to spam, see what they can do some damage, and that's good damage. Modo's lost his life. 4v4, 3 kits and a lot of utilities. So they're very winnable retake. Unless HiGHLiGHTS has something to say about it. 2 from CT, 1 from jungle. Now just make it 1 from CT, 1 from jungle. It's still a 2v2 though. Joel trying to do his best, but it's going to be all down to Red Star. He's had such a good game so far. He's had such a good round. He's got 25 frags. I think he realizes that they're both in ramp. The bomber's planted for them. He has a nade and a smoke. He isolates that 1-1v1, but Swifter will get a long-range MP9 kill, and OneTap. They survive to see another day. And it's all going to be down just to 1 player, DemQ. He's being spammed. They know where he is. That was a very hard-fought battle with 4 players executing upon you on the A-bomb site. So much damage being inflicted by these pistols, but just not a frag. And I love that little boost, actually. That's so cool. It sees all the way into Firebox. It's good for one, but yeah, I mean, like, what more do you really want to be asking from that? As soon as they see it, they're just going to converge on it. Warrior, if he could just hit it in the body, been killed, but no. 7 to 15, yeah. That's my bad. Monte, they're just electing to not buy into this one yet again. They didn't really have the loss bonus. It would just be Demq's saved AK alongside a scout that Warrior brought up, so... And that's the AK out of the round. But Boros has collected it somehow. Jungle, they smoked triple, if anything. And Warren now smoking to help his teammates, giving them some space to work with, but no one's really connecting their shots. Warren, he actually does land... Wait, it's 1v1. Warren landed the shot and connector. I didn't realize he had. Now Boris in it for the map and the series, but Kakadu, the new lad on the block, will... Okay. Moto looking to make that 6 more, just 5 more. And woo, these crispy shots. Boris, though, he could be the X factor here. He's definitely stepped up this game. He was playing well. Oh, but Demq not cleared properly. Could have been on for 2, and I think he had to get that second one, but unfortunately will not be. And Red Star, final person alive. He's had a good game, 27-12, but that's a bit... Now, the bite back in for Monte Gaming. Warriors got his... Or Boris has got an opening frag in this round. And OneTap, they've done well at getting mid-control, but this round it feels like it's just been... It's been really, really halted. Nice smoke interconnector allows Boros more of an availability to neutralize Swifter there. And oh, it's just not looking good for them whatsoever. Joel maybe getting a little bit overconfident, but Warrior takes that pre-fire every day of the week. And it's all down to Smack now in a 1v4. They know where he is. The bomb is down. He has to collect it, which he will actually do. Impressive. This guy has been unreal. And Warrior has been very consistent as well throughout. Now, Monte Gaming, they're looking to progress.